The fight for the right to stay in the top flight. Tom Hendry makes 3 changes from the side beaten at Celtic last time out. Veteran defender Tommy Turner, big striker Mark Yardley and Gary Bowman all return. Jose Kitongo and Sergei Baltacha drop to the bench and Chris Kerr misses out altogether. Jamie McGowan came through a fitness test on his groin an hour before kick-off. He'll play at right back. Dundee United are without the suspended Charlie Miller, who travelled to Poland today with the Scotland party, as did talented teenager Jamie McCunney, who's also banned. So David Partridge comes in at left back, with Jamie Buchan switching to the right. Jim Hamilton returns to the starting lineup as part of a 3-pronged attack.
Yeah, he's changed his system tonight, Tom Hendry, Ian. He's gone to a back 4, and if you look at that back 4, I just wonder, Scott Walker in the left back position, he's hardly going to get down the outside for you tonight. I just wonder if he might just tuck in so that Tommy Turner can play spare again, and effectively Walker, McLaughlin and McGowan would all have to pick up. I think United have a very good mix up front. Charlie already talked about the mobility of Lillian Thompson, and Hamilton, for me, far more than a target man, very capable of dropping off and linking middle to front. In the midfield area, again, Ricky Gillis, we've seen some of the action of him already this season, and for me he's a terrific player. If anything, I think he lacks a bit of a physical presence, but a very talented young man, and if he can get beyond Danny Griffin and in between United's midfield and back line, he might just cause them a few problems. The reverse side of that, though, is that Craig Easton and David Hanna will do the same for Dundee United. They will bomb forward to support that front three. Very good contest in the midfield tonight. And significantly up front, the introduction of Mark Yardley, and you'd have to say, Ian, not graceful, not quick, and at times not pretty, but when the ball is in the air, he wins more than his share, and with no real natural width in the St Mirren side tonight, St Mirren probably are going to have to play it long, get it from back to front as quickly as possible at times, play for the second ball, because Yardley will win his share of knockdowns, and in McPhee and Fenton, they have 2 players round about him with quick feet who might just react to that and get on the end of something.
Well, St Mirren or Dundee United would be given a relegation reprieve if Ayr United were to win the First Division. Their ground is not up to the required standard, but it's looking increasingly likely that Livingston will come up and their ground is okay. So it really is a vital contest tonight, a crunch game for sure. I have to say, Dundee United are well back tonight by 2,500 travelling fans, taking up most of that end. They do have a bit of breathing space, Dundee United, at the bottom. They are 4 points ahead of St Mirren, but that's still a little too close for comfort with just 4 games left after tonight. It's certainly the most important game of the season for St Mirren. Of that, there is no doubt. If they lose, they will be cast 7 points adrift at the bottom, and that doesn't really bear thinking about. They'd rather be thinking about winning and moving within a point of Dundee United. Effectively, this is a relegation decider. Love Street, Paisley, in the shadow of Glasgow Airport, is no place for losers. Well, mixed feelings tonight for Dundee United's goalkeeper Paul Gallagher. His brother Stephen is on the books here at Love Street, and his girlfriend's family are all St Mirren fans, so he could be in the doghouse tonight. Mixed feelings too for Stephen Thompson, who's actually a St Mirren supporter. Not that he'll let it show as he reaches a personal milestone. It's his 100th appearance for Dundee United. As a teenager, Graham Fenton was part of Ron Atkinson's Aston Villa side that beat Manchester United in the 1994 League Cup final, but he didn't fulfil his potential, and he didn't really get on with Martin O'Neill during a later spell at Leicester. Hugh Dallas was in charge of Thursday's UEFA Cup semi-final between Kaiserslautern and Alaves in Germany, and he's somewhere in amongst there next to Paisley Panda. the popular mascot here at Love Street. Not forgetting the baby pandas too. Tom Hendry has done a fantastic job in his time at St Mirren, guiding them to the First Division Championship last season, but they found the going tough in the top flight. Alex Smith, a former manager of St Mirren. Before kick-off, there will be a minute's silence in memory of Rangers and Scotland legend Jim Baxter. Again, a perfectly observed minute silence in memory of one of the game's true greats, Jim Baxter. It's time for the players of St Mirren and Dundee United to show what they are made of. A time to stand up and be counted. It may well be a nervous night because these are tense times for these two teams. Both are so desperate to preserve their top flight status, to stay amongst the elite of Scottish football. Neither set of players will be holding back tonight. They will be fully committed to their cause.
Yeah, I think we'd have to say St Mirren 4 points adrift. Their need is greater tonight, and I've never gone along with the theory that sometimes relegation can be good for a football club. They're £1.7 million in debt. They have to stay in the SPL, and tonight is win or bust for them.
Jamie McGowan taking this throw, playing it right back tonight. He underwent a rather strenuous fitness test around about 6:30, and much to Tom Hendry's relief, he came through it. He's had a groin problem. Mackenzie won the header, but Jason DeVos entangled with Graham Fenton, who's hurt.
Yeah, I think we'll see a fair bit of this in the early stages, Ian. I think this is going to be pretty meaty tonight, and we've got the right man in charge to keep the lid on it in Hugh Dallas.
It's going to be a fierce contest because there is so much at stake. Jason DeVos with the free kick. And Thompson tumbles, but the free kick is given in St Mirren's favour.
I think Stephen Thompson felt he was taken first here as the ball breaks. It's clumsiness by Jamie McGowan, nothing else, and Thompson takes him late.
Neil Lennon is watching tonight, missed out on the championship celebrations last night, of course, because of a family bereavement, but taking in this game at Love Street. Here's Jamie Buchan, who has switched to right back this evening with Jamie McCunney suspended. McCunney, like Charlie Miller, who's also banned, will be trying to find out how their team are getting on from their camp in Poland. They flew out there today for Scotland's under-21 and senior matches this week. David Partridge has come into the side at left back. He was once on the books of West Ham United. McGowan, Yardley flicks it on. Partridge. Dundee United have taken just 8 points from 48 on the road. St Mirren, mind you, on their travels has been pretty woeful. They've only managed the 1 point, and that came at Tannadice very early in the season. A win for St Mirren and they would move within just a point of Dundee United, and it would be a very nervous, anxious end to the season for both teams. Dundee United, though, hoping to cut the Buddies, as they are known, adrift tonight. De Vos to Partridge. Up towards Hamilton. Here's Griffin. He was caught late by Ricky Gillis, and that was spotted by Hugh Darras.
Yeah, well late. Danny Griffin will be given the job of looking after Ricky Gillis, but Ricky Gillis proving that he's prepared to work back as well.
Danny Griffin in charge of the free kicks as usual for Dundee United. Northern Ireland international who in his time has attracted interest from some leading clubs in England. Missed half of this season through injury after joining from St Johnstone. Jason De Vos amongst those waiting. Hasn't scored this season, in fact. Griffin delivers. And it came off the head of Thompson, but nothing doing really for the Arabs. Both teams have only managed 5 wins each all season in the Scottish Premier League. A 6th victory would be most welcome for either of them. Bowman. St Mirren will settle for the throw. It's going to be a free kick for St Mirren.
Yeah, it's a chance for St Mirren to launch it as well, Ian. This is something they hope to get something from tonight. Walker's gone forward, McGowan's gone forward, Yardley in there as well.
Bowman ready to deliver. Jamie McGowan's going to be nearest to that. He goes down in the box, but certainly wasn't going to get anything for it. Griffin's clearance. Tommy Turner, the 37-year-old in the heart of St Mirren's defence. Here's Gillis. Blocked by Partridge. Fenton was lurking behind him. McLaughlin should be able to deal with this. St Mirren's longest serving player. Almost 10 years service. Thompson making his 100th appearance for Dundee United. Griffin. De Vos on hand. Partridge. Craig Easton might have been in then. Ludovic Roy with a bit of a juggling act.
It was a decent ball played in by Partridge, Ian, because I asked the question both of Barry McLaughlin and Ludovic Roy here. And it almost tumbled out his arms there.
Loughlin's clearance. Bowman with the up and under. St Mirren came up as First Division champions last season. Dunfermline finished second to them, but Jimmy Calderwood's team fared a little better, although they just missed out on a top 6 place. St Mirren have found it hard work though, but they're not giving up just yet. Foul by McLaughlin on Hamilton, although he disagreed.
Yeah, he's leading with his left arm initially there, Barry McLaughlin. I think that's why he's penalised, but already we've seen the ball in the air quite a good bit tonight, Ian, with no natural wide player on either side. I think it's going to be lumped from back to front throughout this game.
Well, Danny Griffin has the chance to lift this one into the box. And De Vos is And Lilly has turned, and it's gone wide. Hamilton won the initial header, and Derek Lilly was in the hunt for another goal.
It's a terrific knockdown here, and Derek Lilly reacts well for the second ball. Scott Walker in attendance here, and he can't find the target, but a good knockdown by Jim Hamilton.
Derek Lilly signed from Oxford for 80,000. Jim Hamilton arrived from Aberdeen, where it didn't really work out for him. Talking of Aberdeen, their gaffer is here tonight, Eb Skodal, watching two of the teams that the Dons will have to face again before the season is out, now that the league has split into two for its final 5 games. Partridge's header. McGowan. An up and under, which McPhee fancies, but David Partridge always the favourite. McPhee on loan from Coventry for the rest of the season. And he looked a little lively at Celtic the other week. Fenton's header. Away by Griffin. There's Hamilton looking for Stephen Thompson, and he's found him, you know. They might have made more of that Dundee United, although there wasn't much support arriving for Stephen Thompson. Griffin. Hawkins centre. It's only come as far as David Hanna. Here's Partridge for Thompson. Jamie McGowan having none of that. He's been playing well lately, McGowan. His manager Tom Hendry was singing his praises and was keeping his fingers crossed when he was having that fitness test before kick-off. And Walker electing to go back to Ludovic Roy.
Well, dead level in terms of possession. I don't know how we've worked that out, Ian, because the ball's been in the air so far all the time.
That one's going to go through to Paul Gallagher.
I wouldn't like to be a midfield player tonight, I've got to say that, Ian. A bit like watching a game in the centre court at Wimbledon so far.
Here's DeVos. Partridge. Might be asking a bit too much of Hamilton. Indeed it was. Tom Hendry enjoyed great success in the lower leagues with Berwick Rangers and Alloa winning the 3rd Division titles for those two teams. He was working part-time at Alloa, also doing some teaching when St Mirren moved in for him. Griffin. Tommy Turner will sort that one out. Here's Jim Laughlin, and he's controlled it poorly. Gillis. Turner. He still really hasn't come down on the ground yet.
I mean, I think it's going to be a long ball game, and United look as if they're quite happy to go down that line as well, Ian. And I don't think either side really care how they get the points tonight as long as they get them.
Here's Lilly. He might have a pop here. He does, but it's smothered by Ludovic Roy.
Yeah, it's a decent effort here from Derek Lilly. The danger here for Ludovic Roy is that with the goalmouth now drying up and being scuffed up, it might just have taken a bobble in front of him, but they looked after it well.
Fenton. He has Bowman available on the left touchline. 1-2 won't quite happen though, because Danny Griffin came charging in. Gillis lifts it in. Put out by DeVos. But Fenton once again is in considerable agony.
Yeah, I think Danny Griffin played the ball, but it's a follow-through, I think, Ian, that did the damage here. It's the boot, well, it's the whole body weight that hits him. But you could call that pretty uncompromising.
Don't think he was messing around, for sure. It's not a night to mess around. Tom Hendry knows that if St Mirren are beaten here, their task becomes so harder. They would be 7 points behind Dundee United. Alex Smith, a former St Mirren manager, but he's virtually transformed Dundee United. Took over in the second week of the season when Paul Sturrock resigned and had a really big job on his hands, and although they're still down there near the bottom, he has made such a difference. He's got to go off to Poland tomorrow because he's the under-21 Scottish coach as well, so couldn't fly out with them today. McPhee lost out. Partridge gives it back to David Hanna. DeVos. Away by Turner. On by Gillis. Brought down by Griffin, but Ricky Gillis steps in. Now Fenton. Yardley. McKenzie. Harry McLaughlin.
They're finding it hard either side, Ian, because there is no outball, there's no natural wide player on the pitch. He's been played in a strip between the two channels, the length of the pitch.
Thompson. Away towards Easton, although he had to track back considerably. Bucking ahead of him now. Nobody that far ahead of him, mind you. Tommy Turner happy to marshal it behind. 37 years of age now. Captain St Mirren to the First Division title last season. He experienced relegation himself with St Johnstone back in the middle of the 90s and won't want to suffer it again.
Yeah, he took a step back, did play in midfield for a long enough, Ian, but playing at the back now, and really has to play spare. Good user of the ball, but you have to get him spare. That's what St Mirren have done tonight. The other three picking up.
McLaughlin on the header. Partridge. And that has slipped its way through to Lilly. Yardley. Gillis. And now McPhee took it first time. Bit of an awkward bounce in front of Paul Gallagher.
That's the alternative this young man offers. I mean, he's prepared to run in behind, he's prepared to work the channels. That's exactly what he does here. Gets half a yard than Jim Laughlin and needed no encouragement at all to get the shot away. Never seriously troubled Paul Gallagher, but a bit of encouragement there for St Mirren.
Buchan delivers. It's over the head of Hamilton and away by McLaughlin. Well, Stephen McPhee showed one or two nice touches at Celtic, and St Mirren were edged out on the day Martin O'Neill's men clinched the title. He's certainly very quick. DeVos's header. Here's McLaughlin. McGowan up towards Yardley. Oh, Loughlin. Well, he did manage to steer it back to Gallagher, but Yardley was not far away. Might have taken him a while to get there, mind you. Fenton flicked it on. Yardley and DeVos go for it. It comes through to McPhee. Now Yardley trying to put it through to Gillis, and what a vital block that was from Griffin. Here's Craig Easton. Derek Lilly making himself available. It's taken away from him by Walker though. Couldn't effectively clear it though. Craig Easton comes back for a bit more. And again. Here's Derek Lilly. Thompson is at the near post. He goes to ground and felt that he should have had a penalty.
Well, Jamie McGowan turned to look at Hugh Dallas immediately here. Takes up good position at the front post, Stephen Thompson. No, I think Hugh Dallas is right there. Don't think there's a lot in that at all.
Craig Easton with a challenge from behind, which will earn him a word of warning from Hugh Dallas. Bowman it was who was fouled. Jim Loughran came to meet that. He's done well since joining from Kilmarnock, where he was embroiled in a bit of a contract dispute, had a loan spell at Barnsley before finding his way to Tannadice. McPhee, away by Loughran. Fenton chasing, but Jamie Buchan did well to fend him off. Buchan, the son of the former Aberdeen and Manchester United captain, Martin. Recent history favours Dundee United in this fixture. St Mirren have only won one of their last 21 encounters with them. Thompson. Griffin. Tommy Turner sorting it out for St Mirren. Back it goes to Ludovic Roy. Griffin not giving that up in a hurry.
Yeah, I think it's typical of the attitude of the St Mirren players tonight, Ian. I think they know that it's win or bust. They have to contest every single ball.
Turner gets it back from McKenzie. McGowan. McKenzie lifts it over the top. And McPhee, it just wouldn't drop for the youngster.
Yeah, Buchan did well. I think it's Ricky Gillis who goes beyond here. Jamie Buchan did well at the last moment.
It was Ricky Gillis who had burst into the box, top scorer for St Mirren this season. Dundee United not hanging around, but that'll be safely collected by Roy. That's gone into no man's land a little bit. And Hamilton hoping that he would get the throw, but he doesn't. It goes McGowan's way. Here is McPhee. Another St Mirren throw. Approaching the midway point of the first half. No goals in this basement battle. McPhee trying to change that. McGowan. Now that could be a little awkward for Paul Gallagher. It did turn out to be a little awkward. Gallagher left on the ground. Here's Gillis. He's going to go for goal, is he? It's blocked. Goes back to McPhee. The Cryham ball against Loughran, but Hugh Dennis had a pretty good view of that. I don't think it would have been intentional even if it did hit him on his hand. Dundee United survived that little flurry of activity.
Yeah, he knows he's under pressure here, Paul Gallagher, because St Mirren have overloaded the back post there. Gillis and Yardley both in attendance. And any time St Mirren get the ball down either side, Mark Yardley is getting himself to the far post.
Yardley was the top scorer and Player of the Year in the First Division last season, but in the Premier League he's only managed 2 goals in 29 league games. Hammer was well advanced, but it just skidded behind him. And away by DeVos. And David Partridge catching McPhee. He certainly felt it. Jamie McGowan sends the free kick in.
I needed a better delivery in, because once again St Mirren had loaded up the back post area. Better delivery might have served them better there.
Scott McKenzie will take the throw. He has also experienced relegation twice, in fact, from the top flight with Falkirk. And he spent the best part of a decade. Another throw, the latest in a series for St Mirren, down this side. And this time McPhee gets a corner. Well, they have been gradually advancing down that right touchline, and they have plenty of big bodies to aim at here. Paul Gallagher will be under pressure, feeling the heat from the likes of McGowan and McLaughlin and Yardley. DeVos keeping a close check on him. Bowman delivers, and Jamie McGowan headed it just wide and knows he should have done better, perhaps.
That's a good chance, Ian. It's a free header. It's 6 yards out. Good ball drilled in by Gary Bowman. Well, that's a great chance. Can't find the target. Tom Hendry can't believe it, because he's one of the players that he would have wanted on the end of that.
Well, he did score an equaliser against Dunfermline recently, McGowan, and what an opportunity that was for Tom Hendry, St Mirren. Fenton steered back though by Loughlin to Gallagher. Dundee United glad to see that header from McGowan go wide. It's kept in by Buchan. Griffin. Here's Lilly. A low centre. Ooh, and it was very nearly an own goal off Tommy Turner. Ludovic Roy pushed it away.
That's a terrific change of pace here by Derek Lilly to skin Jamie McGowan. Tommy Turner does well to close off the front post. Almost catches his goalkeeper out though. Derek Lilly at his very best. Good ball in.
Well, St Mirren came close from a corner at the other end. What can Dundee United do with theirs? DeVos hassling Roy on the line. Danny Griffin delivers. And nothing much came of it in the end. Yardley. That'll be cut out by DeVos. Griffin slides it into the path of Jamie Buchan. Bowman saw that one coming. Fine block by Loughlin. Oops. Football all the way this week on Sky Sports. Tomorrow, Blackburn hope to take another step closer to the Premiership there at Grimsby, and you can see that from 7:30 on Sky Sports 1 with interactive coverage available on Sky Sports Extra. And on Wednesday night, the Republic of Ireland on the World Cup trail against Andorra. That's from 7 o'clock on Sky Sports 1 from Dublin. Yardley. Now, what can Fenton do here? Not a lot is the answer. I think there's going to be a free kick given, mind you.
That was a good break by someone. It's David Partridge who played Fenton onside initially, I have to say. Jamie Buchan tried to get himself back.
Actually a corner that has been given, and that means Gillis ready to deliver. It was comfortably cleared in the end by Dundee United, and now it's going to bobble through to Paul Gallagher, Scotland under 21 international, although not involved in this week's trip to Poland. Thompson, oh, he goes down and nothing doing. Free kick given against Mark Yardley.
Well, at the other end, a penalty claim there. Stephen Thompson goes down. Bit too theatrical, I think. Hugh Dallas immediately waved play on, and once again, he's spot on.
Doesn't get much wrong, Mr. Dallas, although some might disagree. Fenton. From Mackenzie's clearance, cannoned off Hannah, but up into the skies it goes again. Loughlin underneath it. Foul by Mackenzie on Hannah. It's pretty frantic. It promised to be that way, mind you. They talk about 3 precious points. Well, the 3 on offer tonight really couldn't be much more precious. Walker's header. Here's Thompson. He's done well to get that in fact. Thompson and Jim Hamilton steered it over.
Well, he did well there. He's between Walker and Bowman here as the ball comes in, whipped in by Stephen Thompson. Just finds a bit of space there, can't quite get over it, but he's up well, Jim Hamilton. And they were dead level in terms of possession earlier on in the match, and they're dead level in action areas as well. Not a lot between them.
No separating St Mirren and Dundee United. Offside flag goes up to frustrate McPhee. Gallagher's kick aimed towards Thompson. Comes off McGowan, so it'll be a Dundee United throw. Jeremy McGowan, former Motherwell man. Hannah's throw. Thompson. Turner gets it back in the end. And foul by DeVos on McPhee.
Yeah, the hand was out right away there. Jason DeVos, very good defender, but not the quickest here, and he might have felt it was going to be skin for pace down the outside. Good ball up the line by Tommy Turner. McPhee on his way, and DeVos made sure he was blocked out.
Mark Yardley waits. Jamie McGowan sends the free kick in, helped on by Gillis. Paul Gallagher elected to punch it away. Not quite sure if he meant to send it in that direction. Mackenzie's throw. McPhee and Fenton darting around nearby. Mackenzie. It's going to drop for Hamilton. Up towards Lilly. McLaughlin there with him though. DeVos, the firm header. Sent back towards him by McGowan, on by McPhee, but away by Loughlin. Given to St Mirren, and Tom Hendry will be hoping they can do something with it. They said desperately need to take maximum points in this game. Scott Walker floats it in, and it dropped for Graham Fenton, but he didn't really connect as he would have liked.
Yeah, again it's a long diagonal playing for the second ball. Might even have come off Stephen Thompson here. I think it does, and breaks nicely for Fenton. Difficult one to catch properly though.
David Hanna trying to bustle in, and just hooked away by McLaughlin. Yardley's header. Gets it back from McPhee. Mark Yardley. Fenton just keeping it in, and trying now to shake off Jason DeVos. Fenton, by his own admission, hasn't made the sort of impact he would have liked to. At Love Street. Mackenzie's cross, comfortably cleared by Loughlin, but only to Jamie McGowan. Quite a bit on that too.
That's a decent effort by Jamie McGowan. Moving in the air as well.
Gillis floored by Griffin. Oops. Well, that was totally wasted. That was appalling. Tom Hendry making a few notes. Maybe they were notes describing that free kick. Last season Aberdeen escaped a relegation playoff because Falkirk, who were due to come up, didn't have a ground that matched the required standards, and that would happen again this year if Ayr United clinched the First Division title, but they're 2 points behind Livingston and have played 2 games more. Livingston are okay to take a place in the top flight if they can, at the expense of one of these two teams. Offside flag will frustrate Dundee United, except that Hugh Dallas lets St Mirren get on with it. Now, McPhee has done well until that bit. And Hanno's given it straight back to Fenton. Away by Jason DeVos. It will probably go for the throw. And again, perhaps not. Mackenzie sends it back in, and the header from Mark Yardley will drop wide.
Yeah, I think Yardley's trying to find Jamie McGowan, who gets himself forward on the other side of the box. You can see he appreciates that kind of service. Mackenzie does well in the first place to win it on the touchline. Only one thing in his mind, Mark Yardley. Couldn't quite find McGowan. Someone just shooting it in terms of attempts at goal. But how they would love one in the back of the net, Ian.
David Partridge. Here's Lilly. Done really well for Dundee United, and what a try that is as well. Plucked out of the air by Roy.
Yeah, I think it's a cross more than anything else, but it has a Ludovic Roy scurrying back there. Had to move his feet quickly.
Thompson again protesting whether he should have had a free kick. Here's McGowan being hassled by Hannah, and Hannah had a little chip at him. Here's Lilly, Hamilton in the middle, and Lilly's got no support down there, but he still managed to get his cross in, and it was dummied, and Easton, he still might get a sniff, and Hamilton chips it, but it's taken by Ludovic Roy, and Dundee United waste a wonderful opportunity.
That's a terrific ball in from Derek Lilly there. Good step over, United had plenty of support in the box, and from here on in, Tom Hendry's crossing his fingers. Craig Easton, who got himself to the front post. And so Mirren just trying to get bodies goal side from that moment on. Eventually an easy catch for Ludovic Roy, but a good ball in from Derek Lilly, who just wasn't prepared to give it up down the left-hand side.
Gary Bowman, just back from injury, has taken a knock. Well, Lilly hardly looked the favourite to get that one into the box, but he managed to. Something nearly came of it for Dundee United, but nearly is not good enough in a contest such as this, with so much at stake. Just over 5 minutes of the first half remaining. Still St Mirren 0, Dundee United 0. Lilly, lively once again, trying his best to inspire Dundee United. Calmly touched away by Walker. Fenton, it's bobbled off him though. Here's Lilly again, looking like he might just make things happen. David Hannah. Ooh, and that was an uncomfortable one for Ludovic Roy, but he dealt with it admirably in the end.
Yeah, I think a bit more difficult than it looked here for Ludovic Roy, because it dips and it kicks just in front of him. Hannah gets plenty of movement on the ball there, and Roy does well.
Yardley rising with Loughlin. It's away by DeVos. Up in the air it goes again. Fenton to Gillis, cut out by Easton. Turner lobs it up towards Yardley, and it's pushed aside for Fenton.
Yardley did well there, Ian. That's exactly why he's in there tonight, just to hold it up and introduce supporting players around him.
Oops. Tommy Turner misjudged the bounce then. Hamilton is down injured. I think they'll pick the ball out here. Oh, Hugh Dallas has stopped it anyway. Jim Hamilton taking a whack on the head.
Yeah, it's Barry McLaughlin, but if you're Tom Hendry, you're looking for your defender to go and attack that, Ian. It's accidental. I think there'll be a few sore heads after this match. Ball's been in the air most of the time.
Looks a bit groggy, Jim. Griffin clears. Hamilton with another aerial challenge, and this time Loughlin takes it away from him. St Mirren would give for a breakthrough before half-time. Their need is greater. 4 points behind Dundee United at the bottom of the table. McGowan hoping to keep this one covered, but he hasn't, and Thompson was nearly in, but stumbled, and the chance goes begging.
A bit of relief for Jamie McGowan, who's well shot with the header back here. Stephen Thompson had the pace to get on the end of it as well. Just couldn't put it between the two posts. Ludovic Roy did enough just to put him off there at the last moment.
Well, he has scored 2 in his last 4 games. Stephen Thompson, not a prolific scorer though, in his 99 games previous to this one for Dundee United. Just 11 goals. 2 minutes of added on time in this first half. Benton battling away. Such a promising player in his Aston Villa days, but it never really happened for him in his time at Blackburn and Leicester. And he experienced relegation last season, in fact, when he was on loan at Walsall, and they went down from the First Division. Yardley, he's done well. Yardley gets more stick than any other player in Scotland, that's for sure, because of his size. But he's not too bothered by it all. Says that he earned the right to play in the top flight after his exploits last season. He actually still does a bit of work, although he is full-time here. He does a bit of work as an accountant in Edinburgh. Thompson. That is going to be a free kick.
Yeah, it's a cheap one to give away, and it gives United a chance to put Ludovic Roy under pressure here. As the first half draws to a conclusion here, and St Mirren have to defend this goal side of the penalty spot. Good delivery, could put St Mirren on border here.
Griffin who sends it in, and Yardley who sends it out. Dundee United still plugging away though, and they'll get another corner in injury time at the end of the first half. Yardley knocking it behind. There'll be a few nails being bitten now around Love Street. McLaughlin and co hoping to deal with this. It's drilled in by Griffin, and they did deal with it in the end. McPhee claimed handball against Partridge, but then I suppose he would. And that's going to drift pretty aimlessly towards Tommy Turner, and once again it goes high into the sky. And again. Back to Ludovic Roy, and that might be it as far as the first half is concerned. It is half-time. Well, Jamie McGowan came very close with a header for St Mirren, and Stephen Thompson almost managed to force the issue too for Dundee United. It was never going to be a classic, this, too much at stake. The thoughts of Charlie Nicholas coming up next with Jim at the break at Love Street. St Mirren 0, Dundee United.
Against Dundee United, 0-0 as it stands. Let's rejoin Davy Provan and Ian Crocker.
Thank you, Jim. Well, it's probably not too surprising that it is 0-0. St Mirren have only scored a miserly 16 goals at home in the Scottish Premier League, and Dundee United have only managed 11 away from home. It's a serious showdown, this, in the fight for survival. Dundee United ready to start the second half. Nice to see the ball on the ground. They are in a slightly more comfortable position, 4 points ahead of St Mirren, so really a victory for them would put them in a very, very good position. St Mirren would be cast 7 points adrift at the bottom, and that might be too much for Tom Hendry and co to make up. They worked so hard to get here, it would be a shame if they let it all slip away. Here's Lilly, who has been one of the more promising players. Oh, that was rather viciously whipped in. Taken by Roy, though. Easton heading the wrong way at the moment. McPhee. St Mirren fans giving their team every encouragement. Fenton. Bowman. McPhee. Ricky Gillis steps in. Sets it up now for Bowman. This could be interesting. And Gillis actually set it up for Hamilton, but a fine challenge by McLaughlin. Not much of an effort though from Mark Yardley. St Mirren beaten in 24 of their 33 league games. Just 5 wins for them this season, and just 5 for Dundee United as well.
I think St Mirren had the better of the scrap in the first half, Ian, and that's all it is out there, an absolute dogfight. I think the rare bits of quality have come from, largely from United, but St Mirren, I think, looked the most likely.
Yes, these two teams not terribly concerned with their entertainment rating at the moment. Much more to worry about than that. Griffin. Away by Walker. Griffin again. Cleared by McGowan. Tommy Turner. Another juggling act from McPhee. Lilly wasn't quite sure where it had gone. Now St Mirren trying to come up with something. Fenton drifted away from McPhee, really. They weren't quite on the same wavelength.
Yeah, they had possession in a good area as well. Ian, Tommy Turner stepping off the back and knocking it into that area again, and they've squandered it once again.
Smith guided St Mirren to Scottish Cup glory way back in 1987. Hamilton. Away by Turner. McGowan. Got stopped in his tracks though. Now Thompson. Lilly has gone to the near post. Easton is in the box as well. And Hamilton. Oh, it's a poor effort. He has a look at the pitch, and maybe there was a bit of a bubble.
I think Derek Lilly's the ball here as he comes inside. Lilly's making a good run to the front post across Scott Walker at the moment. Decides to check back, chance is lost. And Jim Hamilton just throws his foot at that. Sat up a bit, but it was a shot that lacked conviction.
Dundee United fans trying to give their team plenty of vocal encouragement. Although by far the greatest team the world has ever seen might be stretching the imagination a little bit. DeVos. It's going to go for a goal kick. Dundee United have used 42 players in their first team squad this season. Extraordinary amount, really. Two and a half thousand have made the journey from Dundee, to their credit, and they're trying to make a night of it. Yardley grappling with Lachlan. It's come off Yardley. It'll be a Dundee United throw. Taken by Buchan. Away by Walker. And then by McLaughlin. Easton's header. Here's Lilly. Quite sure where that was meant to be going. And Danny Griffin. Dundee United, since the turn of the year, have only lost 3 out of 14 games. They've become a much more solid outfit. It's come off Lilly, it'll be a goal kick. Both teams have certainly been committed. It's been a fierce contest. But then we knew it would be. A bit short on quality for Lilly. Drops now for Craig Easton. This could be interesting. Easton hanging in there. The pressure from Bowman. And he's done well, except that the cross is going to drift harmlessly away in Walker's direction. Lachlan. Easton. Here's Lilly, who's done really well since his move from Oxford. Almost joined Dundee United 4 years ago, but Leeds came in for him. Hamilton's dummy. Thompson twisting and turning. And Hannah is there. This is ominous for St Mirren. Hamilton's centre. Thompson's header! And a goal for Dundee United! And what a vital one it could be! That could put them in the clear. 7 points ahead of St Mirren. They are 1 up.
That's a terrific run that Jim Hamilton makes wide area to stay onside. A good flat run into the wide area in the first place. St Mirren had hands up looking for an offside. Hamilton had angled his run perfectly. Time to look up, good delivery in. Thompson not picked up. But it's a magnificent header nevertheless. Back across Ludovic Roy. Wrong footed, can't get there. And that could be a priceless goal for Alex Smith and Dundee United.
Stephen Thompson's third goal in the last 5 games. That's what it meant to Alex Smith. Thompson, ironically, a St Mirren fan as well. Has he scored the goal which may well condemn them to relegation back to the First Division? Stephen Thompson marking his 100th appearance for Dundee United with a goal. And Tom Hendry's men have it all to do. St Mirren have to respond. And Ricky Gillis will get a corner. It was diverted wide. Yardley waits. So too McGowan and McLaughlin in the thick of it in there. Away by Gallagher, and McPhee rattled it high.
Well, he had time to set himself in, he had loads of time, ball wasn't really being pressed here. Paul Gallagher couldn't really try and catch this, gets a fist on it. Plenty of time to measure it, to set himself there, Stephen McPhee. And St Mirren could have done with a better effort.
Dundee United fans away to our right are jumping up and down. Effectively a relegation decider, this. Hugh Dallas will have to stop play because there's an injury.
He's up with Scott Walker there, Jim Hamilton. I think it's the right elbow that does the damage. But Stephen Thompson is the man who matters here at the moment, Ian. And he had a dreadful goals record initially with United. He's getting among the goals now, and he will never have scored a more precious goal than that. It's up so well. Scott Walker at full stretch can't get there, neither can Ludovic Roy.
He rather enjoyed the moment, and so did those fans behind that goal. Thompson, a St Mirren supporter, but it's all about business here. Unfortunately, we have a bit of a problem in that some idiot has come on the pitch. I don't think he's going to stay there for long somehow. The one-man pitch invasion is over, and we can resume. Well, even if he does lose today, and there's still a long way to go, don't give up on St Mirren just yet. Tom Hendry won't accept it's all over, even though his team would fall 7 points behind. Alex Smith will know that it's not all over as well, but he'll be sleeping a little easier, I'm sure. Long way to go in this game yet, though. St Mirren do have plenty of spirit, and they will need to show it now.
Yeah, they've got options on the bench as well. Look at McGarry and Katongo on the bench, and I would think Tom Hendry will give it 5 minutes or so, and then make a change. He might even get a double change.
Here's Fenton, and that's a pretty decent try. I think Gallagher saw that a little late.
I didn't really get the elevation on it. He started off too low and it was dipping. Gallagher across quickly, no trouble for him.
It's launched up towards Hamilton, and it's going to fall for Thompson on the volley that time. Taken by Ludovic Roy, French keeper, who has actually been capped at under 21 level by France. Here's Gillis. Turner. Foul by Easton on Gillis, free kick in a promising position for St Mirren.
Yeah, I think they could have done with it just a few yards further forward. It's maybe just out with the range to score direct from. Good turn here from Ricky Gillis, and a good touch there to get away from Craig Easton.
I'm sure St Mirren have a plan in mind, and they'll be hoping that it goes according to plan. He's away by Lachlan. Lilly. Gillis actually got back to cover. Griffin. Free kick. Tom Hendry furious with that challenge.
Yeah, to be fair to Hugh Dallas, he was right on the spot there and gave it immediately against Jim Hamilton.
Still hasn't brought a card out. Jamie McGowan stands over the free kick. St Mirren need an equaliser. This was one they couldn't afford to lose. Gallagher's huge kick. Hamilton will rise with Walker. Glanced off Walker. McGowan gets a second chance to clear. Easton flicked it on. Walker. Just nudged over by Hamilton, although must admit he fell rather theatrically.
Well, United having most of the ball here in the second half, but significantly they've got the opening goal, and it really means that St Mirren have to come out now. And Tom Hendry must be thinking about making at least one change here. And for me, Mark Yardley's no longer winning enough of the ball in the air to justify keeping him on.
Walker's free kick. Yardley's going to get nowhere near that one yet. He might do now though. Yardley trying to turn. Oh dear. That's going to be a goal kick. Not quite happened for Yardley tonight.
I think Jim Laughlin, to be fair, has played them very well, Ian. And you know, you see this lad rough up a lot of good defenders, but Jim Laughlin has stood his ground tonight. He's been up for the physical challenge, and he's won more than his share.
Griffin is hooked away from him by McPhee though. Partridge will take the throw. That was a rather wayward pass, but it's retrieved by Craig Easton. Jamie Buchan, the buccaneering run. Cannoned off Tommy Turner, it'll be a corner. Well, the Dundee United fans certainly enjoying their evening in Paisley. There's every reason to be hopeful if you're a Dundee United fan. They have turned things round, largely by using many more Scottish players instead of the many foreigners they had on their books earlier in the season. Roy's kick. Asking a lot of McPhee, but he does manage to keep possession for St Mirren, but that was pretty poor from Turner.
Yeah, I think he's trying to find Jimmy McGowan there on the right hand side, Ian, and once again the ball took a bobble.
Away by Walker, Bowman. Bowman up to Yardley. Ooh, he turns. Fenton. Bowman. And that one skidded away from Yardley. Derek Lilly looking to get in here. Nobody in the middle yet, he's on his own. And obviously didn't notice the fact.
Well, he made up the ground, but no one else could. Great run by Lilly again, the good ball in, but no one else could make up the ground to support him.
Here's Craig Easton. DeVos. And another aimless kick, and he's back with Ludovic Roy. Well, there's more football to come this week on Sky Sports. Grimsby take on Blackburn, who are looking for a place in the Premiership. That's at 7:30, Sky Sports 1 and Sky Sports Extra on Tuesday. Here's Graham Fenton's cross, and that's going to come off Loughlin and go behind for a corner.
That's a decent ball in from Fenton, and Jim Loughlin on the back foot at full stretch. Does enough to get it over his own crossbar. Not sure it was intentional.
So Mirren and their fans will be saying prayers soon. They need a goal. Gillis floats it in, and Gallagher flapped it a little bit. Hugh Dallas didn't see anything wrong with that, but the keeper's down injured. Now, this will be interesting. The St Mirren are going to lob it straight back, are they? No. Hugh Dallas has stopped play now.
Well, they didn't reckon it was an infringement, that's why I allowed play on, but the moment he saw that Paul Gallagher might have had a head injury here, he blew immediately. It's Barry McLaughlin who's in on top of Paul Gallagher here. I think it's the back of Barry McLaughlin's head here that catches him in the chin as they go up. So many bodies in the 6-yard box there, a difficult one for Hugh Dallas to call.
And Gallagher has taken over as first choice from Alan Combe. And they're just making sure that he's okay and ready to resume.
Yeah, Stanley Griffin hits him from the back as well.
Well, we told you about Grimsby Blackburn tomorrow night, and on Wednesday night, international action with Mick McCarthy's men on the World Cup trail. How well have they done so far? And they should fancy their chances against the Minnows of Andorra. It's on Sky Sports 1 from 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Yardley will rise for that, but it's won again by Loughlin. Here's Gillis, some fancy footwork from him in his second spell with the Saints now. Had a time with Aberdeen in between. Foul by Buchan on Fenton, gives St Mirren a free kick.
It's a daft one to give away. Just putting your goalkeeper under pressure, giving away free kicks in this kind of area.
It's going to be floated in by Gillis. And McLaughlin trying to turn it back, and a corner. St Mirren keeping the pressure on. Gary McLaughlin in a hurry to retrieve that ball. Tom Hendry and John Coughlin there, hoping that their team can come up with something. Yardley once again being checked by DeVos. In it comes again, and oh, was that a handball? Surely it was. It's a penalty.
I think it's Jim Loughlin. Ian, good ball in by Bowman, and it's Jim Loughlin's right arm, which for no apparent reason is up there, and it comes off his hand. And St Mirren have the chance to get themselves back in the game when they look as if they were dying in their feet.
Well, it's going to be Ricky Gillis. Paul Gallagher receiving one or two instructions from his teammates. What a vital kick. Dundee United are encroaching here. Now, what's happened? David Hannah is the man who's gone down. Hugh Dallas is going to take some action here. Well, this will really add to the pressure for Ricky Gillis, who's waiting to take the penalty. It's Hannah who's being summoned to Hugh Dallas.
I think you're dead right. It's the last thing that Ricky Gillis needs. He just wants to get on with it.
Ricky Gillis has had to wait. I think Hugh Dallas is also having a word with Yardley as well. Ricky Gillis would quite like to get a move on, I think. The pressure is on Ricky Gillis, and he's going to have to wait again, I think, because they're trying to encroach in the penalty area.
He'll do well to score here, Ian.
It's become a bit of a farce now. Gillis, has he kept his cool? He has kept his cool, and hang on a moment, St Mirren aren't ready to give up their place in the Scottish Premier League yet.
Well, there was already enough pressure on him to take the penalty, and given the backdrop of this match, but the long wait didn't help. And he had the composure to step up. Paul Gallagher guessed the right way, but it was tucked inside the right-hand post. Terrific penalty under the most immense pressure from Ricky Gillis. And all of a sudden, St Mirren have a lifeline.
And you can see what it meant to them all. Ricky Gillis did very well then. He's gone into double figures for the season, St Mirren's top scorer. Fenton glanced that one on. And Buchan back to Gallagher. All of a sudden Dundee United looking a little ragged then. Just under 20 minutes remaining in this basement battle. And all of a sudden Love Street is buzzing. The St Mirren fans think that all is not lost yet. Bowman endeavouring to get there, but Loughlin came across. A very bizarre handball from him, gifting St Mirren the chance to equalise. And in the build-up to the penalty, David Hannah was given a yellow card, and there was all sorts of stuff going on. Alex Smith's side pegged back. Henry on his toes. It was always going to be a nervy night. Here's McGowan.
Well, possession, action area is just about level throughout this match, Ian, and we're level in goals as well. It's anyone's game here.
Gillis was trying to get in, but Easton cleared it away. So did Hannah. McGowan just followed in late, I think, and will be penalised. Four games left for these teams after today. McPhee on towards Yardley. Tom Hendry, by the way, was thinking about bringing on Jose Katongo, but he's held back on that call for the time being. McPhee, and he managed to get his cross in. Ooh, and it had to be turned behind for a corner by Jamie Buchan.
Yeah, Mark Yardley was getting himself to the back post as well. A good spin here by McPhee to the byline and a terrific ball in. Buchan did well.
St Mirren really fancy it now. Gillis sends it right in there. Away by DeVos. Well, the stage is set. Oh, that took a bottle as it came to a bit, Roy. The stage is set for a hero here, but who is it going to be? Because if somebody scores a winning goal for one of these teams, they will most definitely become a hero. Fenton in towards Yardley. And wouldn't it be strange if it was Mark Yardley, who's had so much stick this season? Be a free kick, and probably a word of warning at least here, maybe a yellow card coming out in fact.
Yeah, Barry McLaughlin didn't miss there. Jim Hamilton on the turn. Well, it might just have been foxed. It was a good piece of play by Jim Hamilton there.
So Barry McLaughlin joins David Hannah in the book. He has to tread carefully. Hamilton's okay, just. Partridge sends it up towards Hamilton, but it's away by McLaughlin. And Craig Easton is up there. Another handball shout against St Mirren this time. Hugh Dallas not interested. It probably wasn't as clear-cut as Loughlin's, but hang on here. Goes St Mirren again with Fee. Just lost his way.
Yeah, I think the claim was against Tommy Turner. Both he and Craig Easton contesting it there. And it appeared to strike an arm. I just wonder who's... Well, that's a white sleeve there. That's Tommy Turner's left hand.
But the pendulum swings back St Mirren's way. Fee. And Hugh Dallas letting that one go. Thompson. Lily's made an excellent run. Thompson going a little wide and unable to get his cross in. Thompson, scorer of Dundee United's goal, since cancelled out by Ricky Gillis's penalty. Danny Griffin ready for a long throw. Hamilton and Thompson go up for it. I think they were claiming handball again.
It's a long throw that puts them under pressure here. Well, try sorting that one out.
St Mirren are going to make that change in a moment with Jose Katongo coming on for Graham Fenton, but they've a bit of defending to do first. Here's Loughlin, whose bizarre handball gifted St Mirren the chance to equalise. Thompson flung himself at that. Away by Scott Walker. Yardley. Really frantic out there now. Mackenzie though. Well, he gets a second chance. Snapping up the loose ball. McPhee turns and gets the free kick for a foul by Loughlin.
Yeah, I don't think you can get too close to this young man. He turns so well here, and Jim Loughlin's just too close there. And this probably is within range here for St Mirren to get a shot on target. Ricky Gillis might fancy it.
Before he gets the chance to take it, Graham Fenton trudges off to be replaced by Jose Katongo, the former Hearts and Hamilton Accies man. Also played one game for Darlington in England a few years back. Here comes Ricky Gillis. He doesn't go for goal in the end. Perhaps might have been advised to. Everybody back behind the ball for Dundee United. Tommy Turner's going to launch it. McPhee made an effort to get to it. Booted away by DeVos. It's really intriguing now as to which way this contest might go. It's going to drop for Bowman.
Never really got a hold of it there, Gary Bowman. Wasn't the best clearing header from United.
Well, two of the previous three meetings between these teams this season ended in draws. Dundee United did whack St Mirren 4-0 at Tannadice. But there wasn't much between them in the other two games, and there hasn't been much between them in this game. Point apiece more suitable to Dundee United than it is to St Mirren, with a 4-point gap between the two teams at the bottom. So St Mirren's lead is greater. Hamilton. Oops, don't know what he was doing then, but here's Yardley. Away by DeVos. Straight down the throat of McLaughlin, but he's let Hamilton in. Ambitious effort from distance. Griffin. Neat pass that to Stephen Thompson. And it's blocked by Turner behind for a corner.
Terrific early ball there in the half volley from Danny Griffin to play Thompson in the left. Is starting to find a bit of room down that side, Stephen Thompson. And Griffin himself will whip in the corner.
Jim Roglin trying to make up for his handball here as he loiters with intent. Griffin sends it in, and it is Locker. No, it isn't. It's DeVos who helps it on, and Hamilton trying to get it in, and somehow it was blocked behind.
Oh, there's a lot of time to turn here, Jim Hamilton, and maybe Scott McKenzie, who comes off the left-hand post here eventually to make the block. In fact, it's Ludovic Roy. Did well.
St Mirren now under pressure. Griffin's corner. Oh, I think Thompson thought it was going to reach him. Jose Katongo could be away here. The best of touches, mind you, and Jamie Buchan will cover and send it back to Gallagher. Griffin. Jim Loughlin has suddenly become a right winger, but there was a late challenge, which will result in a free kick.
What a good save from Ludovic Roy. He fell nicely here for Jim Hamilton. A decent first touch. Manages to get the shot away, and Roy spread himself well.
Dundee United on the prowl again. Jamie Buchan's free kick. Mark Yardley doing defensive duties. Partridge with a throw. Not a particularly good one, but here's Griffin. Away by Turner. Katongo trying to help it on. Foul by Hamilton on Walker. St Mirren happy to get the free kick. Tom Hendry hoping that his team had a grandstand finish in mind. Ludovic Roy's kick will be taken by his opposite number. Feet. Paul Gallagher's brother Stephen is actually on the books of St Mirren, so I suppose the Gallagher family might settle for this result. Oh, that's going to be a free kick for a foul by Turner, and Dundee United will fancy this. High boot.
Yeah, high feet against Derek Lilly here. I think Hugh Dallas once again is right. Danny Griffin, one of the best in the business from this kind of situation, gets a lot of action on the ball.
Ludovic Roy trying to sort out his wall. 4 men in that wall at the moment. They've taken it quickly. Griffin finding Craig Easton. His cross. Stephen Thompson attacking it. Comes to Griffin. And that eluded everyone. Loughlin. Hannah. Thompson. Stephen Thompson, having worked so hard to hang on to the ball, then presented it straight to McKenzie. McPhee. DeVos. Now Yardley, and it could open up here. Yardley finds his effort blocked by DeVos, and then the second attempt it's taken by Gallagher.
I don't think the big fella's got anything left in his legs, Ian, but he's on there simply to win a knockdown that might count.
Thompson up towards Lilly. Craig Easton's going to arrive on the scene. Support nearby from Griffin. Easton, though, preparing to have a run, and he's not done badly. Took a little deflection off Turner. Thompson trying to make the most of it. Hannah is behind him, but Thompson finds Hamilton. Hamilton, oh, was he bundled over? He was. It's going to be a free kick.
Fortunately enough for Scott McKenzie, he's outside the box here. Clumsy challenge here from Scott McKenzie. Jim Hamilton's perseverance paid off.
Danny Griffin stands over the free kick. And DeVos was in there. Oh, didn't fall for Hamilton, and not a very good effort by Craig Easton.
Yeah, United will just be happy to win to keep the ball up this end of the pitch. Ludovic Roy desperately, as we watch this replay, trying to get the ball back in play. And St Mirren haven't exactly been shy in front of goal in this second half, and they've been more accurate as well.
Flick, now Derek Lilly trying to wrestle free of Scott Walker. Hannah turned it in, but it just bounced away from Lilly. Easton held that on. Free kick going Dundee United's way as the game reaches its final stages. St Mirren away to Dunfermline next week. Dundee United home to Motherwell. McPhee being told to get back a bit before Buchan can take the free kick. Buchan sends it in, but McLaughlin clears. And Thompson might have taken a whack on the head then, he was brave. 2 minutes of added on time. One apiece. St Mirren and Dundee United scrapping for survival, and scrapping has been the word tonight. Your man of the match tonight, Davey?
I think Ricky Gillis has had a fine game for St Mirren and showed tremendous composure at the penalty kick. But for me, Derek Lilly, once again, his mobility, his willingness to run the channels, get in behind, has been first class. He's my Bank of Scotland man of the match.
Bowman sends it up, and Gallagher comes to collect. There's actually going to be 3 minutes of added on time, not 2. The officials have had a change of mind on that one. 3 minutes of added on time. Hannah's cross, Thompson attacking it at the near post. It was dealt with by St Mirren. Oh, that's a decent cross, which once again is cleared, and once again will come straight back in towards them, and it might drop here for Hamilton. He leaves it for Danny Griffin. Plenty of power on it, and I'm sure it stung the palms of Ludovic Roy. Yardley helping that one on, and Kitongo looking to get in, but it was just clipped away. Bowman away by DeVos that time. Lachlan. Oh, given away. Mackenzie up towards McPhee. And Yardley trying to get in, but Paul Gallagher has it within his grasp. The 90 minutes are up. We're inside the 3 minutes of added on time. In what has been a tense affair, but both teams very committed, as you would expect. Footballing futures at stake. So, confirmation of the Bank of Scotland Man of the Match award going to Derek Lilly. Yardley holds it on. Buchan clears only as far as Yardley. Kitongo. Everyone is holding their breath at Love Street. Kitongo with a cross. McPhee knocked it down, and Guinness is onside! And he's surely won it for St Mirren! And they could well be moving to within a point of Dundee United. They are not ready to leave us yet. It's a double for Ricky Gillis.
Well, we talked about his composure at the penalty. How's this under pressure? Well worked goal. Kitongo picks out McPhee. Gillis reacts to the second ball, finds a little bit of space, played onside there for the left back position. Still an awful lot for him to do. First touch in the chest isn't great, but back across the goalkeeper, tucks it inside the right hand post. And what a night it's been for Tom Hendry. He's gone through the emotional ringer tonight, but he must feel he's almost here now.
Gillis moves on to 11 for the season, and what a telling night this could be. St Mirren were 4 points adrift of Dundee United, but now they might be just 1 point behind them. Alex Smith's side took the lead, but his expression says it all now. We're not singing anymore the cry from the home fans. St Mirren heading for only their 6th win of the season in the Scottish Premier League. Dundee United have to launch a last gasp assault here, but Kitongo's going to pick this up for the buddies of Paisley. Gillis, it's all about keeping the ball now for St Mirren. Griffin. Oh, that's going to be a free kick, and St Mirren won't mind that. It's all over. Tom Hendry and St Mirren have pulled off a tremendous victory. They came from behind. Ricky Gillis kept this call from the penalty spot, even though he had to wait, and then snatched an injury time winner. And what a vital victory it could prove to be. It finishes at Love Street. St Mirren 2, Dundee United 1.
What a finish indeed. 2-1 to St Mirren. The gap now down to 1 point with 4 games to go. And remember, you can catch all the post-match reaction to that fantastic finish on skysports.com TV.